So what is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel once again. You know I appreciate having you here. Stick around for today's video. It's not about that. That is annoying. I get it. Light bulb, this thing here should be attached up there, but it's not. We're getting around to that. It will be done. Anyway, this video is the 5 things I hate about my Honda SUPERCUB, the C125. So stick around for this one. You might like it. I've also done a video, 5 things I love about the Honda SUPERCUB. So stick around to the end. There will be a little click box for that. You can click on that and you can see the one at the end where it's all love and happiness and loveliness. But for this one, no, it's not all love and happiness. You can't have just love in life. You need a little bit of hate. Right. Thank you very much for sticking around. Now, before we get into it, I am going to go to the bike. Don't worry, you don't have to look at this for the whole video. And to explain the glasses, just finished work, tired eyes, look like crap. Anyway, the 5 things I hate about my bike are in no particular order, apart from number 1. Number 1 is always going to be number 1. It is the one thing that annoys me more than anything else. And it might just be in my mind, but it is really annoying. So stick around for that. The other 4, in no particular order, but number 1, always number 1. Right, let's go out to the bike. Right, so here we have the beast. If you don't believe me, says so there. Right, so let's crack on with the 5 things. As I said, in no particular order, apart from number 1. That is the biggest bugbear I've got. Anyway, let's crack on with the seat at number 5, this seat here. Now, it's a lovely looking seat. We do like it. It's very comfortable here. It's nice and squidgy here, but when you're tall, you sit back here. That's why I put this little bar pad on here. It makes it a little bit more comfortable when I'm there, but it's very uncomfortable for us tall folks, you see. We need to be sitting around there, but we can't. They need to do a double seat option. If they did a pillion seat option, it would be lovely. Yes, I know you can get one that goes on there, but I mean like a bench seat that goes from there all the way to there. Then we can shuffle about a little bit. That would be nice. I have put this on and this has changed it. This is a game changer. What this has done is given me a backrest. So now it's like a little armchair. But the seat is my number 5 on the list of the most annoying things, or the things I hate about the SUPERCUB. Right, number 4. This white paint scheme, or blue paint scheme. I don't know what colour it is. I haven't made up my mind. It's kind of blue in some lights and it's kind of white in others. I don't know whether I can get it to change while I'm walking around from white to blue. There you go. If you look here, it looks pretty white. But then if you come around here, it changes to a weird sky blue colour. I don't understand it. Well, I do understand it. I know how it works. There's a blue fleck in it. But what I don't understand is why they want to do that. Why they want to do blue on blue. When it looks white, it's fantastic. Red, white and blue, brilliant colours. We all know that. We love them. But sky blue, dark blue, red, don't understand it. Stick to white, Honda. Stick to just plain old bloody white. Right, number 3. And this applies to all bikes, not just this one. This applies to every single bike out there from 50cc up to, I don't know, 1 billion cc. Look, no charging point anywhere. No USB, no 12-volt charger. What an oversight on all bikes. We've all got phones, we all need to charge stuff, so please, all manufacturers, can you please put some chargers as standard on all your bloody bikes. Right, number 4, and this is in 2 parts, and it's all about this, the gearbox, the gear shift. Now, I'll put this as one of the things I loved as well. So this is one of the crossover ones. It's a bit bizarre. I love it and hate it all at the same time. Right, and the problem with this is it's not conventional, as it taps down to go up the gears and then you tap on that to go back down. No problem with that, unless you ride a conventional bike like I do. And the problem I've found is I had a little bit of an argument with someone on the roundabout. I was on the roundabout, they pulled out, but they blamed me. So we had a little bit of a to and fro with the voices, let's say, and I went to make a quick getaway. Now on a conventional bike, you stamp down on that and off you go at speed. But on this, if you stamp down on that, it goes up a gear, and I made the slowest getaway in history. It wasn't epic at all. It was quite embarrassing, to be honest. So that's the problem with that. It is not one to be aggressive with. You've got to treat it with a little bit of love and be happy when using this gearbox. And also with this gearbox, when you are stamping down on it, a slipper clutch. I know it's a SUPERCUB, but a slipper clutch would be lovely. The problem with this box is, unless you're absolutely in the low revs, if you stamp down on this bit here, it locks up that lovely back wheel there, and it makes a horrible sound. The chain slaps and the engine feels like it's going to come up and go through your face. So that's the problem with that. There's a love-hate relationship with this gearbox and this gear shifter. I kind of love it and kind of hate it. And number one, the biggest annoyance of this bike is this keyless ignition, and this is for a few reasons. Number one, it's a retro bike. I do like an old-fashioned key, you know, it's there, it kind of suits the bike. Keyless doesn't really suit it. It's handy because it's got a mobilizer and an alarm and all that sort of like modern technology stuff, so that's good. But on this bike, I don't think so. And also the problem with that is it's an electronic steering lock, and the electronics control the seat as well. And there's a problem with this if you've got a flat battery. If you've got a flat battery, you can't undo the steering lock, which means you can't move it forward, you can't put it in gear, you can't bump start it, because you can't turn the ignition on basically. A key, you can flick the ignition on with a flat battery and bump start it, but you can't on this. And also, if you need to get to the battery, because your battery's dead, which is in here, if you see that, that's a little Phillips screwdriver there. And where's the Phillips screwdriver kept? It's kept in there, which is the toolbox, which is all well and good if you've got power, because you just tap it and then you come round here, then you open the seat with a little thing under here, there you go, and then you got the little tab there, you press that. I came around the wrong side for the toolbox, excuse my stupidity, and there's the toolbox there, and that's all well and good because it works when you got electricity. But when you haven't, you can't undo the steering lock, you can't open the seat, which means you can't open a toolbox to get your screwdriver out. I mean, it's not hard to get a Phillips screwdriver, but a little bit of forethought would have been nice. And also another problem with this is when you go away. When I go away traveling, I like to hide a key somewhere on the bike, and you can't do that with this ignition because it's keyless. Obviously, if you hide a key on this bike, then anyone can have it. They can just do away with it. There is a way you can disarm the immobilizer and keep the key kind of separate, so you blip it on and off with the buttons. Let me show you the key. There we go. So you can arm it and disarm it, but if you totally turn it off so you can hide a fob or your keys on the bike, then the insurance probably won't pay out because it's not armed, is it? So that's a problem. And also, if you're camping, your key's got to be far enough away from the bike so the person outside your tent doesn't just steal your bike. So that's the problem I've got with the electronic ignition. So there you go. That's all five problems I've got with the Honda SUPERCUB, the C125. If you do want to drop your opinion, you can drop it downstairs in the descriptions box. I'm welcome to comments down there, you know I am. It's that type of channel. Anyway, I shall see you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to do all those things that you need to do. Also hit that notification bell so you guys can get the drop on these videos. I shall see you on the next one. You know I love you all. Stay safe. Fish out.
Get all your bags, get out my house. I don't want your stuff around. I never did you wrong, but you did me wrong, so go ahead, get gone. Get all your bags, get out my house. I don't want your stuff around. I never did you wrong, but you did me wrong, so go ahead.